Creating a simple purchase order for refill stock. Purchase orders can be created in a few places within Fusion POS, but I will go through the most basic form first because each purchase order on from here is an evolution of this one. So first you'll need to log in, so click the login button, enter your username and password, log in. Then under the Suppliers tab, select New Purchase Order. This page will essentially give you a filter screen to create the information you wish to create the purchase order from. But at the top of the page, it will give you information such as how much you've received in purchase orders or spent essentially with suppliers this month to date so far, along with what value of stock is expected to arrive before the end of the month, and in comparison to last year's same month last year, if you've been trading for longer than 12 months on Fusion POS, it will show you how much you have left to spend. For this example, I will select a single supplier for simplicity, and I will select Shepherd's Parts, and I'm going to look at goods sold within a date range, and again for simplicity I will just look at a 3-day period from the 14th to 12th to the 17th to 12th. And up the top right here I will select search, and so on, stepping through the items on the list. If you wish to just go back to the list itself, you can just select the close button. We'll bring it back here. Now if you select a SKU that comes in size and color options, I will click on this Super Helmet in black violet for an example. It will show you total sales for the whole family, not just this SKU. And it will also show you what percentage of sales this SKU is of the family. So this assists in allowing you to decide on whether or not you're going to reorder. Again, this example shows the color options available. All sales for this family have actually only been in this one color, as you can see. This particular SKU has it written in red here that must be ordered in a pack of 10. That means whilst the number is red here, you cannot actually complete the purchase order. So you either must have the minimum of 10 or a multiple of 10 in its order, or remove it from the order. In this case, you can see there's 224 days of stock available at 10 units, so I'll delete it. And you can continue to step through, and each item you save will then be added to the list on the purchase order. Here's an example of what happens when you don't order in the minimum pack size. I'll return to the list, and if you're interrupted for whatever reason and you need to come back to this list, I'll just click the star button. Again, you can come under Suppliers, New Purchase Order, and select the Resume tab. Select it from the list, and this is the Edit button to continue on what you were doing a moment ago. So in this example, I'm going to delete the SKUs just by clicking the X on the end, so you can see the outcome of generating the purchase order. If you don't look at each item in the list, you can just select Generate Orders. You may wish to just generate for the items you have looked at. Select Generate Orders. It will ask what do you want to do. Do you want to generate for all lines, keep the remaining in Resume, or delete the remaining lines? This means that we will keep the remaining lines we haven't looked at in a Resume to come back to at a later time. This one here will remove all lines, so I'm going to do just this last one for now. So it has deleted the lines. Select Generate. We'll then ask who is the contact at the receiving end. what your preferred shipping method for this order is, what the format in which it's going to be received in, either a PDF document or a comma delimited text file. I'll generate the PDF for demonstration purposes. You can decide whether or not to show the cost price on the purchase order, and you are required to put in an expected delivery date on when you receive it into the store. There are some shortcut buttons here: add 2 weekdays, 3 weekdays, 5 weekdays, 7 weekdays, or a week, etc., etc. So I'm just going to say 3 weekdays. If you wish to add any comments, an example might be, please call to confirm order received, and generate order. It then provides a PDF document to email through. You can select an existing email address, or you can add a new one to add to this list for future reference, and you can include a message to go in the body of the email. Select send email, and this will be then sent to the supplier.